And so he sixth senses himself with Onix. I've never seen that movie. I'm just hoping that that's a proper reference.
No.
What are you saying?
Isn't the Sixth Sense like a dog whisperer thing or something?
What
the fuck are you talking about? Have
He
you
sees dead
never
people.
seen
Close
The Sixth
enough.
Sense?
Close
It's
enough.
about ghosts.
Close enough. That works.
Holy crap. Meowth, that's right. Meowth, that's wrong. Meowth, let's all just get along. Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 37 of To Kill A Delibird, the premiere. Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to use that word, right, Kellan?
No, it's right.
Wonderful.
That was 37 weeks ago.
The wonderful, splendorific Hollywood undercover cop noir drama podcast. Actually, it's none of those, except it's a podcast. Welcome back to Kill A Delibird, the Pokemon Anime Rewatch podcast where we rewatch old episodes of Pokemon, compare them to literature, review them, have fun with them. I'm Graham, the one who isn't really that into Pokemon, but I'm loving the journey, more of an anime, manga, in general fan, and just general adulting, as my co-host said last week, whatever that means. And then my co-host, Kellan, the Pokemaniac. How's it going, Kellan?
I'm good. I say you're better at adulting because you probably know how to do taxes.
Get an accountant.
There you go. I can't do that.
You can't get an accountant? You can't go to H&R Block?
I can't pay an accountant.
Well, no,
exactly.
they'll just take from your returns.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, let's introduce our third guest. This is a guest episode, everyone. Hooray! Another special episode. This is a very special guest. This is my wife, Shauna. How are you doing, Shauna?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. And Shauna, you wanted to be on today's episode because you are a cat enthusiast. Is that correct?
Really, really love cats.
And would you say Meowth is your favorite Pokemon?
Meow is possibly the only Pokemon I
know. The only Pokemon she knows.
Other than Pikachu.
Okay, if Kellan's the Pokemaniac and I'm the general nerd pop culture guy, I would say you are bringing the actual smarts.
But nothing nerdy.
But nothing nerdy. Fair. Usually at the beginning, we'll banter a little, and, if there's some pop culture stuff to go over. I don't have anything new this week. So how are you doing, Kellan? What are you playing these days?
I just started Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the on the Switch Online.
Very fun game. Yes. I have a story about that game. Do you want me to tell it?
Sure.
I played it, emulated on my phone when I was trying to stay awake all night because I thought your brother might have alcohol poisoning at his bachelor party, and I didn't want him to die. So I played that game to stay awake. And it's really fun. It's delightful. Very, very cute sprites.
And then you force-fed him bread.
Yeah, he wouldn't eat anything else.
Yeah.
Had Smitties. Yes.
Yeah, that's that was a night, and I wasn't even there for that part. Just through
there
stories.
Earlier,
just
right?
through stories. Yeah, because I was a minor still.
Just digging in the coal mines.
Yep.
Had to go to work early.
The children yearn for the mines.
Yes, they do.
All right, what else are we doing today?
We do have a bit of a study this week. This is the cat episode,
Excellent.
Okay? It's all about cats. We love Meowth. We've got two cats right here. They are wanting to partake in the podcast. You might hear them throughout. I don't know. But we decided to interview them. We interviewed our cats for this segment. And we asked, what are their top favorite movies? So we have a list of Lena and Lucy, that's our cats' names, top favorite movies.
Fantastic.
Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
Number 10, Casablanca. Casablanca.
Boo. Number
Catnip
9.
for your thoughts, my dear.
Moving on. Number 9.
Number 9, Spade Runner.
Is he Spade Runner?
Spade Runner. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Bob Barker.
Rest in peace. Too soon.
Aw, riff.
Too soon. Number 8.
Would you like to say this one?
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. Meowsty Darcy.
Oh my god. These are These are something.
These are great.
These are art.
They're fun. They're puns.
fine.
They're cat puns. That's
They are cat
That's what
puns.
I'll say about that. Number 7.
Number 7. This is a country star, a biopic. Walk the Feline.
Oh my god.
Walk the Feline. I fell into a burning ring of kitties.
No, don't put the
I hope
kitties
they're
on
not
fire.
burning.
Don't
Maybe
put the
they-
kitties on fire.
No, they're fire cats.
Okay.
They're
Littens.
control
Pokemon.
the fire.
Oh, is that a thing?
Litten, yeah.
Kellan can teach you all about the Pokemon cats this episode.
Oh yeah. Tell
Fire
me more.
cat. Fire cat. Litten. Gen 7 starter.
7 start. And which game is Gen 7?
Sun and Moon. If you
Oh,
know
we should get
Smash,
that.
Incineroar. You know Incineroar from Smash. That's its final.
Oh yeah,
evolution.
Incineroar.
Yeah.
He looks like a Pokemon that people want to fuck.
Yep.
Like weird
Yep.
people on the internet.
Yep. Yep.
See?
That's so gross.
It's very gross.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yes, the
That's
internet's
Close
a
your
weird
ears,
place.
Lucy.
Close your ears. Okay, number 6.
Calicoco.
An animated movie. Ooh. Calicoco. You like
Our
that, Kellan?
cats like it. 'cause
It was
they're
okay.
calico.
That's okay.
It was okay. What is it going to take to crack Kellan with these?
Probably not cat puns.
Cat puns are not it for me. I don't
Well,
think.
This might be a movie you like. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Actually, this kind of is with the people wanting to fuck it Incineroar theme. Number 5, Brokeback Meowton.
Oh my god.
Brokeback Meowton.
I don't know. I feel like you've had better weeks.
Oh, Shauna is making a face right now. She's appalled. She's appalled. See, the problem is that I just put the bar too high.
Yeah.
I wrote like 10 minutes of investigative journalism last week.
Nothing you do will ever top the weird skin that forms on Gravy Day.
To
me.
That's
Oh,
Lactoderm is your top
I
joke.
like pizza and Paris the best.
Oh, Shauna like pizza in Paris.
That's
best.
a good joke. It's a good running gag. All right,
Well,
number 4. Are these going
Our
to be
cats
better?
don't like
Come on.
pizza in Paris. They like number 4. Scratch me if you can.
I like that one. There you go. Well
seal
done.
of approval. Kellan's seal of approval. Shauna, would you like to take number 3?
Number 3, A Tale of Two Kitties.
Oh.
That is literally the name of the second live action Garfield movie.
Oh,
Really?
God, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, we just plagiarized.
We thought we
didn't
were
know.
brilliant.
I'm
Are
pretty
like
confident
the
in that.
Bill Murray Garfield movies?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know there were Garfield movies.
They're not
Well,
good.
Now it's
I knew
Chris
there was
Pratt.
one.
Chris Pratt is going to be Garfield, isn't he?
What? That's actually a perfect
Yeah.
Garfield.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it. Can't see it.
No.
You're nuts.
Danny DeVito for Garfield.
Danny DeVito for everything.
Yeah, I do suggest him for everything. Okay, me and Kellan want Danny DeVito to play Meowth.
But not
that
like
would be amazing.
not as like a voice or in a costume, just Danny DeVito.
just
as
Danny
Meowth,
DeVito.
and no one
Team
mentions
Rocket
it.
acts like he's
Nothing's
Meowth
wrong.
still.
He
Yeah,
just is.
nothing
He just
wrong.
is
He
Meowth.
just is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Number 2. My Fur Lady.
Okay.
Hello? Is this thing
Okay.
on?
That's-
Someone out there is laughing. If
hope
we get
so.
one laugh, we'll have done our job.
It's
Okay.
me.
It's all you. You're doing all the laugh.
Yeah.
And our cat's favorite movie of all time is, would you like to announce it, Shauna?
The Lion King.
It's just a good
Oh.
movie. They just like it. It's just a good movie.
Subverting expectations. Let's go.
Let's
Our favorite
go.
comedic
Pride Rock.
device.
Pride Rock. Are you saying I use a crutch?
No,
Yes.
that's just comedy. Comedy works
That's
on comedic
just
devices.
comedy.
It's like
That's
writing.
just comedy.
Everything
Oh,
works on
right.
devices.
That's so wise.
Yeah, that's so wise.
You have so much wisdom, Kellan.
I'm a philosopher. Thank you.
We're
my
all
first
just TVs being turned on and off by remotes. Those are devices.
my first university class ever was a philosophy course, so I know what I'm talking about.
That's the kind of bragging James did last week with his
Correspondence school stage movement.
stage movement from a esteemed correspondence school.
All right. Are we jumping into the episodes now?
We're going to get into the episode. So we're talking about episode 72, Go West Young Meowth. And then episode 73. What is it again, Kellan? Onixpected?
To Master the Onixpected.
Oh, and okay, let's hear your thoughts first, Kellan. Did you like these episodes?
These
Did
are
you have fun?
great. These are great.
These are great. Yeah,
These are fantastic.
I'm on the same page, and I know your reaction, Shauna.
I think that was the greatest show ever. The first one.
The first
I don't
one.
really care about the second.
Did you care about the second one?
No, I think it had some good lessons
Mhm.
to be learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one's fine. It's a good episode.
But the
it's
first
nothing
one
super special.
is the
first one
all-timer.
the first one's fantastic.
The first one made me cry a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't say the same.
It made you feel things, though.
Sure.
And the second one featured a man with a chest the size of a Ford F-150.
Yep. And the first one featured a man we met last week, which I didn't even know about. And if I knew about that, I may have reworked the podcast schedule to bunch this episode with the last episode, because it's kind of like a 2-episode arc, but I did not know it.
Kellan is referring to Clorgon Spielspang.
Yep. Mr. Kevin Spangelbanger.
Spliegenblang,
Spiegelblang?
Flagenblagen.
Okay.
No, his name is Cleavon Spielbunk, the director.
Oh, yeah. I was a little lost on that plot point.
All right, yeah, let's jump into episode 72. Go West Young Meowth. So we're back in Pallet Town now, apparently. The last episode we were out of Pallet Town. Now we're back in Pallet Town, back home. Ash, Brock, and Pikachu were doing a little stretchy stretch. They're having a good old workout. It's very cute. Pikachu doing his little stretches. But Misty hits him with the TV remote's the only thing that gets a hard workout with those guys. Hell,
Bird.
fucking roasted.
Misty really shits on their work ethic a lot. What is Misty's work ethic? What is she doing these days?
Berating.
Well, she's
Ash.
not pretending to work.
Ah, yeah, it's about the facade.
Yeah, she doesn't have. She doesn't have to be the one training. Ash is the one that needs to be training.
Right.
So
right.
But they get the mail. They get an invitation to the world premiere of the film Pokemon in Love in, get this, Hollywood, California.
Yeah, okay, so this is another mind-busting movement. Another mind-busting happening. We always point out these things of where, okay, a real-life thing is canon in Pokemon. Like, that's crazy. And so Hollywood, the geography is wrecking me, Kellan. Can you help? Where's Hollywood relative to Pallet Town?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Because Kanto is in Japan.
Yeah.
There are 2 American-based regions in Unova based on New York and Alola based on Hawaii. So, I mean, I guess it's between those two because it would be on the west coast of America.
And it's literally called Hollywood. And it's just a skip away from Pallet Town.
Yeah. In the original Japanese, Hollywood is just another city in Kanto. But it's the dub they added California.
Oh.
To make it more relatable to our Western audience.
I guess so. So, Misty's excited to go see the celebrities, to see the stars. And Brock's more excited to just see women in general.
Yeah. He wants to meet the starlets.
Yeah.
Shauna's shaking her head. Brock is gross. Brock is gross.
Gross.
Yes. This isn't even like close to the worst Brock episode. What do you think is one of the really despicable Brock moments that Shauna would have just like walked out on?
There's so many of them, I can't even think of any.
He's very
They all
weird.
run together. But yeah, no, in terms of Brock levels,
compensating for something.
This is
oh,
down
he's
there.
compensating. Yeah, we started a movement very early on in this podcast. # cancel Brock.
Yeah, I'm on board.
For the Hollywood sex crimes.
Especially because he's targeting the starlets.
You're gonna make it big, honey.
So Ash mopes around that he can't go. He has to train. You guys go without me. I'm gonna miss it all. And they're like, okay, bye.
Bye.
Let's go. But he's like, wait, no, don't leave me. And he goes along as well.
And the animation does like a Looney Tunes thing onto his face. Did you catch this? It zooms out to a circle on his face.
Yeah, they do that multiple times this episode. It's odd.
I guess that's a Hollywood thing.
That's
in
Hollywood,
their
baby.
That's the big times, baby. That's showbiz, baby.
Jazz hands. Yeah. So we cut to Team Rocket then. Jesse and James are planning to go also, but they don't have an invitation. They're just gonna show up. They're the stars. They're gonna show up and they're gonna get let in.
Yeah, all we have to do is show up. And James says, and all they have to do is throw us out.
Yeah. They dream of having their own infomercial. for some product that we don't know anything about?
That'd be amazing.
What kind of product would Team Rocket sell?
Probably something not that useful, but like maybe some kind of new wave tech that like breaks right away.
They wouldn't get a deal from Shark Tank. Let's put it that way.
No, it would be like watches.
But they would give you a good deal.
They would give you a good deal, half off everything, and then it just breaks.
So, they're dreaming of going to this show. Meowth just wants to kind of forget Hollywood. He seems to have been there before for some reason. So we get backstory.
Spoiler.
And this is the crutch of the episode. This is the whole episode is Meowth's backstory here. He remembers being alone as a young kitten, stomach empty, heart empty, could eat baseballs.
Oh.
And I wrote, what the fuck was that animation? Because
Shauna's sobbing over here. Poor kitty.
Didn't you just see the baseballs, his little rice balls? It was so cute and so sad.
Yeah, the real crime here is that, Kellan, you skipped over the line, my story is bittersweet, like a cheap chocolate bar.
But he gets caught trying to eat these baseballs and gets hung publicly from a tree. Not by his neck,
messed up. Okay, baseball coaches out there, if you ever find a cat hallucinating your baseballs to be onigiri, do not rope it up to the top of a tree and leave it there overnight.
It's called animal cruelty.
Yeah.
He should be arrested.
Hashtag cancel the baseball coach.
The 90s were a different time, man.
We're coming for everybody this episode.
Yeah. So, Meowth hanging in this tree passes out, awakes to a screening of a film called That Darn Meowth, a black and white film of a Meowth eating a lot of food. And this incentivizes Meowth to, through pure willpower, break out of his ropes and go to Hollywood, because that's where the food is, apparently.
Yeah, he wants to eat ice cream and fried chicken. He's so inspired. And I guess he learns the location during this movie. He's like, it's west. I gotta go west to Hollywood. So we know Hollywood is west of where... No, we don't know where this is. So I don't know.
It's west of wherever Meowth is, yeah.
Where do the Meowths hail from?
Kellan? Route.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere in Kanto?
Not everywhere. You can get them on like Route 6 or something by the daycare.
Route 6.
I think that's Route 6.
Route 6 by the daycare.
That's where I get my cats.
On Route 6. Would that be wild if there was like a road where like one kind of animal was more likely to be?
And that's what deer crossings
there's
are for.
ecosystems. Yeah.
Yeah.
I misspoke. It's Route 5 that I was thinking of. Yeah, get that right.
Oh.
I don't know my routes very well. Don't blame
That's
me.
fine. We apologize.
Too many numbers.
You could have just not corrected. I would never.
I would.
Yeah, me either. But somebody in the comments would.
Yeah, someone was furiously typing already.
Someone's furiously typing. Stand down. He caught himself. The Pokemon Master.
Kick him off the podcast. He got the route wrong. He needs to be hung in the town square for his mistakes.
He deserves to be tied to the top of a tree to watch crappy movies.
So Meowth hitches himself to the top of a truck to go to where the food is, and we jump to present day, and we're in Hollywood, and everyone's in swanky outfits. Brock, Misty, Ash, all in fancy clothes. Pikachu's in his little tux. It's so cute.
The Pikachu tux is incredible.
Fantastic. And then Dahlia's there, and she does the whole Marilyn Monroe thing on the vent.
That was the grossest thing
It's
ever.
so weird. Graham's probably into it, though.
Graham literally turned to me and was like, that was hot.
Ash's mom is a babe, I think is what I said.
I believe
the
both.
problem is she's their mom.
Yeah.
This is a show about children. For children. And
Kids
we're
wouldn't get that
sexualizing
reference.
the mom.
Kids wouldn't get that reference. That's for the adults.
That is weird. I'm on board that is weird, yes. Because if you're a stand-in for Ash, that's Freud's gonna have a field day. But I'm a grown man. I don't give a shit.
But if it makes you feel any better, it's not real. We fade out. They're not wearing these fancy outfits.
It makes me feel better that he is attracted to the adults in the show.
Oh no, this isn't about me.
Sure.
I'm confused now.
You're a surrogate for all people.
Graham, I'm a surrogate for all people.
I don't call Ash's mom a babe, so I don't
Oh.
think that's true.
Okay. Thank you for being normal.
we fade out. They're in their regular outfits, and they're not in the bright lights of Hollywood. They're in this rundown part of town. It's all desolate, broken down. The premiere of Pokemon in Love is in this dinky little theater, and Spielbunk's back, baby.
Yeah, it ain't a blockbuster. It's a busted block.
And the movie's a ball buster.
They call it a ball buster?
No, I called it a ball buster.
Okay, good.
Because it's bad. It's terrible. Like compared to last week, it's like The Room. This is Tommy Wiseau. It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, this episode reinforces your theory, where I was comparing him to, like, a great director, like Francis Ford Coppola. This, he might be Tommy Wiseau.
Wouldn't we all love to be Tommy Wiseau?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay. So the movie's called Pokemon in Love. Cleavon Spielbank is spinning. Oh man, he's like a human Hitmontop. He's spinning around.
Holy shit, a Pokemon reference that isn't Gen 1 from Graham.
I'm growing.
So yeah, the Team Rocket is also here too. Meowth is being all mysterious. He's wearing a trench coat like this whole episode in the present day. He's like, this town sure ain't what it used to be.
Isn't he so cute in the trench coat, though? He really pulls it off.
He does. He really does. He's not going to hang around Team Rocket, though. He's got business to take care of. And we go flashback again. Times were always hard here in this area for Meowth. Stealing food, he'll get assaulted by owners of restaurants, and then he gets approached by a gang of Meowth and their Persian leader, who give him a fishbone and welcome him into their gang.
I think this is a very beautiful story about hardships and the cycle of trauma. And, like, Meowth just wasn't set up to succeed. And society drove him to be the person he is today. Or Cat.
We truly do live in a society.
He was taken in by a gang, essentially, right? Is what's happening here, led by the Persian. And very much it's like, this is the only way he's been shown, like, to survive. It's either hunger or this gang.
It's also the only source of love he's ever known.
He's still love-starved. So he's in with the gang. He isn't quite satisfied on, like, an emotional level yet, right? And that's going to be a big force for kind of the rest of the episode. But he's finally getting food. He's acting like this was kind of a fun time being part of the gang.
I do want to point out, though, how Persian sounds in this episode. Because it is very, I mean, kind of sound be uncanny? Because if it can, it's very uncanny valley. Because Persian's just like, meow, 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 meow.
Right, it's like a grown man.
It's just a guy. Just a guy going, rah, 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 rah. I thought it was very strange.
Children Meowths.
Yeah.
Exploiting the baby Meowth.
With all the small cats around him. And they sound like cats, you know, they're meowing, and then he's like, meow.
Mew, 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 mew. Yeah, it's very, very weird. But as a gang, they rob restaurants together. Oh, family, home. He ate and ate, but he was still starving for love. And that's when he met her, a beautiful Meowth, across the street, who we know is a female Meowth because she's been given a bow and eyelashes.
How else would we know?
Exactly.
Well, our Meowth's eyes just, like, do the Looney Tunes, like, hearts popping out of his eyes when he sees her. Awooga, yeah.
He runs across the street to meet her.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was hit by a car.
He causes, like, a 5-car pileup.
He does not look both ways.
For love, though.
He has 9 lives.
Oh, okay, he's good.
We have 8. to. That's where he's down to 8. Over the course of the series so far, I believe they've probably been in about 7 life or death situations.
Yeah, I don't know if Shauna knows this, but most episodes end with Team Rocket getting killed.
Yeah.
Horribly.
That's so sad.
Yeah, getting ripped apart by robots in an underground facility.
That's horrible.
Very Five Nights at Freddy's.
Getting slapped so hard their head spins around.
Hundreds of lives.
Yes, and
they
so
all
does
do,
Jesse and James. They are immortalized through a Looney Tunes technology. The Acme Foundation has done it, folks. They are living embodiments of the coyote.
So, yeah, he runs across the street to meet her, but she is not interested in Meowth whatsoever, no matter what Meowth tries. And then we meet this rich woman who is very strange, and I don't really know how to describe, but she's rich. And
she's like a stereotypically rich woman.
Rich and therefore evil.
That is an apt correlation.
The antagonist. She's got large hair. That's what I wrote down. She's a rich woman with large hair.
Lots of jewelry, kind of ostentatious.
I like the Pokeball with all the diamonds on it.
Yeah,
I want one.
Right, so she has a diamond Pokeball.
Yeah.
Which she got from Meowsy, if this female Meowth's name is. Meowsy. So Shauna was wondering earlier why Meowsy has a name and Meowth doesn't. And this is just the in-game mechanic of like trainers can give their Pokemon nicknames, right?
Yeah.
Go. I got it. Look
Wow,
at all
you're
the
so
Pokemon
smart.
knowledge I've been learning.
So yeah, Meowsy tells Meowth that she is owned by a rich lady. She can buy whatever she wants. She doesn't need Meowth. He's just a street cat who can't do anything, and he should just forget about her. Ooh, what a stab to the heart. Meowth wants to be.
It was hard.
Meowth wants to be a human so that like he can impress Meowsy. He can be a rich human so that Meowsy will want to be with him. And so he's walking around trying to figure out how to do this. He stumbles across a dance studio. And he spies in through the ceiling.
As Meowsy's owner's driving away, sorry, did you catch the license plate?
I noticed that he
yet.
looked at it, but I didn't write down what it was.
520 Nya, 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 which is the Japanese version of Meow.
Oh, okay.
Like Nyan Cat. You remember Nyan Cat?
Ah, yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, they put emphasis on that in that shot. And I didn't write it down because I assumed it was going to come back later. I didn't realize that was like...
No, it was just a joke.
It was just a vanity cat license.
It's just a one-off joke. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a vanity cat license.
So yeah, he's in this dance studio spying on the class from the ceiling and trying to practice the dance moves to learn how to walk on two legs. But it's not going very well. He keeps like falling through the ceiling or something.
Yeah, this was kind of cute watching him try to learn this stuff. He says... He used to, he's trying to learn to walk like a weird person. I guess ballet is strange. Or maybe just him as a cat walking is strange.
Yeah, it's
both.
weird because we see all these Meowth on four legs, and this Meowth is supposed to be like the only one that's on two legs. But Meowth has like almost never been depicted on four legs.
Oh, like in the games.
In the games, yeah. Like even it's red and green sprite. It's a very original sprite. He's on two legs with his front paws up. The only sprite it has that's like even somewhat quadruped is red and blue sprite, where he's on two. He's kind of on three, and he's scratching at his face with his fourth one. But literally every other sprite and model since then has been Meowth on two legs, which I mean could be partly inspired from the anime Meowth, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Meowth has always been inspired.
Because most of the anime Meowths we've seen are like cats. Like they're on four legs, so...
Anyway, where were we? Dance
Two
studio.
legs, it's making him slower now, so he's getting caught by the chef and beat the heck up.
And we go back to the dance studio. Apparently they also do vocal warm-ups. Now, I've never taken a dance class, so I can't say 100%, but I feel
Maybe
like
it's
they
just
don't
like a
do
fine arts.
vocal. Yeah, but they're in their
school or
dance
something.
outfits. They got
Kellan,
like the
have
little
you ever
leg
heard
scrunchies.
of Triple Threat?
Oh, that's true. This might be musical theater. You're right. I wasn't thinking.
They're all going to get EGOTs. They're all going to get EGOTs.
But he uses these vocal warm-ups to try and help him learn how to talk, as well as an alphabet book, which I thought was very cute. And then Meowth sings a song about
and this song is incredible.
It's beautiful. I was hoping you wrote it down because I didn't.
I wrote down parts. I would just
works.
get people to look up this song, definitely, because I can't give it justice. But he's got like some lines.
Sing it.
I learned to speak human because this cat's got puppy love. I'll stand on two legs, hold my head up high, and she'll want me more, or something like that. It doesn't really rhyme. It was just like meandering folks.
Spoken word poetry.
Beautiful.
Yes. Kind of twang.
But eventually he becomes able to speak actual non-cat words.
Oh, and how good is his speech emerging? He's like listening to the class below him go, she sells seashells by the seashore. She sells by the seashore. Yeah, he can do it better than me. But it's all just meows at first. And then suddenly he's saying it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Kellan's really good at cartoon voices.
Wow. What a talent.
Anyone want voice acting? I'm down. I'd love to practice voice acting. Be great.
Yeah, hire our boy.
Give me money. I need it. So the first word that Meowth learned, not only how to speak, but what it was, get this, rocket. Beautiful.
Oh, it all comes together. It was destiny.
It was very much destiny. He learns the alphabet and dreams of marrying Meowsy one day. because the apparently H in the book stands for happy, and it shows a picture of a wedding, which, hey, you know what, Pokemon, you don't have to be married to be happy. I'm just gonna say it.
How heteronormative.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Come on, Pokemon, do better.
Narrow worldview.
Tisk, you can be happy single.
Can also be happy not married, not within the institution, not controlled by the man.
There's a lot of ways
or
to
you can
do
be
life.
happy, married, like us.
You sound so confident.
Fuck the system is married by the system.
Yeah.
Just
the
funny.
system has some good parts.
You can take the parts you like.
You think society is bad, yet you participate in it. Curious.
Yeah, we are
hypocrites.
Living contradictions, humans.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's complicated.
Yeah, it's nuance. What's that?
So what else is complicated is the situation Meowth has himself in. He can walk, he can talk, he gets a bouquet of flowers, and he's strutting up to
It's
Meowth.
like 3 flowers.
3 flowers. How many flowers makes a bouquet?
I think at least 10.
Oh, he's just got 3 flowers, not a bouquet, Meowth. Yikes, that's why you get rejected.
And you need like fillers.
Try harder.
Spoilers.
Try harder. Yeah, he walks up to Meowsy and talks to her in English to attempt to win her love, but she's not into it. He ain't a human. He's just a cat who can walk and talk. He's still a dirty street Meowth with no money. He's worse than before. He's a freak.
Yeah, she got fucking mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can't understand Meowth. We are getting this translated by Team Rocket's Meowth. How much of this is him projecting? Do you think she actually used that harsh of language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is this like how
I
Meowth
think
felt?
she is not a nice cat.
Oh, she's not good.
I'm gonna believe Meowth.
Him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I don't get is why does he still want to be with her? She's so mean.
Yeah, I think he's so starved for love, right? That was like a foundation of why I got in with the gang too.
True.
He's so starved for love. He's like putting up with abuse essentially because he doesn't see the alternatives.
I was hoping that the lesson would be that now that Meowth has like power and fame or something, then Meowsy wants him. He's like, wait, you don't love me for me. You just love me because I have these things. And he would realize that that's not true love. But it wasn't the
That
lesson.
sounds like a Darman video. Have you ever seen Darman on YouTube?
Yeah, I know Darman.
Okay, that is what that reminds
Horrible.
me of. Let's not get into Darman. That's
worst
the weirdest
acting.
stuff.
Worst acting you've ever seen.
They're moral
I'll say it.
philosophy lessons on YouTube, and this guy makes tons of money off of them, and they are very weird. They're like baby's first ethics lesson.
Clearly, some people in the world need that.
They're like not even good ethics though. They're
And
like,
also, like, they could just be like acted better because the acting is bad.
Okay.
well, that's what makes them entertaining.
Yeah.
Everyone, get high and watch Darman. You'll have a great time.
He puts himself into the videos all the time. There'll be like characters in his videos. They're like, oh my god, the new Darman video just dropped. I want to watch that. Like, wow. Okay. Self-promoting your own stuff.
Marketing.
That's interesting. But okay. Anyway, that's enough on Darman.
Yeah. Leaving Darman ethics back to Pokemon ethics, Meow's devastated. And we jump back to the present, though, and this is where things will be tied together a bit more. He's surrounded by the old gang.
Yeah, so...
Sounds scary.
Well, you missed out on, after she rejects him horribly, he's got, like, his bundle on a stick, and he's walking out, and he's determined to become, like, rich and powerful, and that's why he joined Team Rocket. We get proper motivation for why he's here in the first place.
All because of Meowsy.
Nice to have. Because we got that for Jesse and James, but we never had that for Meowth. And yeah,
right.
Present day, Meowth is face-to-face with his old gang. They want him back, but he's going to stick with Team Rocket.
He does have special skills now.
And he's not going to change his mind, but then he notices, in the gang, it's Meowsy. She's in the gang! What happened here?
I didn't recognize her. She looks totally different without the bow.
She's got the eyelashes, though. So.
Right.
So they have a drink. They sit down and they have a drink together.
Yeah, isn't this cute? I think it's cute.
Meowth's got like an orange drink with a straw, and Meowsy has a bowl of milk.
Yeah, and they're on top of like a barrel.
Yeah.
So romantic.
Yeah.
And so Meowsy gets the flashback now. The rich lady from before went broke and released Meowsy on the street because she couldn't afford her anymore. Where the gang then adopted her. She had no choice. It was the only way she could survive was to join this gang.
I think this lady got rid of her cat way too fast. She still had, like, jewelry and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, get your priorities straight, lady.
Pets are not expendable members of your family. They're part of your family.
Right.
And then Team Rocket show up and do a musical number.
Oh, yes. I liked the music parts in this episode. They were unique.
It was so random. Why is it a musical number?
I just think it's so endearing that they save the Team Rockets are the heroes in the story.
Yeah, Team Rocket is, although they're villains, they're not always despicable. They are interesting characters that you cheer for.
They're always the bad guys, but they're not always bad guys, you know?
Great language.
Thank you. It's English for you.
So, Shauna, you kind of spoiled it a bit, but yeah, the Persians and the Meowths are getting aggressive. Cool it, cats. Meowth is surrounded, and this is where the Team Rocket musical entry. So Jesse and James have been tailing them, and funky music kicks in. Like, I did not know that Jesse and James were that funky. Big props.
They're the Funk Masters.
They're tired of their motto, so they thought they'd try a song.
That's not the first time we've heard that, right?
But then they just, like, go into their motto.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, they're addicted to that motto. There's another episode, Shauna, where they have withdrawals from not being able to say their motto. They're actual motto addicts.
So Meowth is, like, really moved that Team Rocket came to save him, to his aid. And they're like, we may be mean and nasty, but we never turn our backs on a teammate in trouble. As long as we're not exposed to any physical danger. Great. That's the Team Rocket we know and love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very healthy way to approach conflict. You shouldn't run headfirst into danger.
Gotta use your head.
Yeah.
It's like you put on your oxygen mask before the people you're helping when the plane crashes.
Exactly. You're both gonna die anyways.
So Team Rocket's gonna take care of the Meowth gang. Arbok and Weezing versus the whole squad of Meowth. They smog it up, and when the smog dissipates, we're suddenly on the rooftop at sunset. And it's Meowth, our Meowth, versus Persian in a standoff.
And we get more great music. This is actually a good music episode.
Very good.
We get sort of like a Western showdown kind of theme.
And they lunge at each other. And they miss. And then they lunge at each other again.
Oh my god.
We hear a slashing sound. Someone got a slash off. And they're standing. Meowth stumbles a little bit. Oh no, Meowth might go down. And then Persian falls.
Holy crap.
Meowth has won the fight. Meowsy runs in for the hug. Meowth puts his arms out. She runs past him and goes straight for the Persian.
What a twist.
What a twist. What a trope. An overused
Just
cliche.
Such like Stockholm syndrome.
That's literally what I put in my notes. I put Meowth thinks she's going for him, but she runs to Persian and licks it. She's gone full Stockholm.
There's a whole other story here that we haven't heard, and that's the Meowsy Persian backstory, where Meowsy, we only see her as a rich girl, but actually she really likes books, okay? She's obsessed with books, but the whole village wants her to marry the really other rich, muscular dude, okay? But then she gets kidnapped. When she gets turned out, she gets kidnapped by this Persian who's abusive at first, but then she finds out that he also likes books and falls in love.
So it's a Hallmark movie.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, it was Beauty and the Beast.
Ah, okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
It has not been a long time since I've seen that one.
Me either, as osmosis. By osmosis.
So really, the Persian is to Meowsy as Team Rocket is to Meow.
Yeah, very possibly. Like, I think that it's that thing of when these other characters are only shown as side characters, like you don't know their side of things. It definitely feels like Stockholm syndrome, but I feel like there's more to the Meowsy Persian story than is let on.
We'll need a
spin-off.
spin-off.
Yeah, a side story. And it's like just West Side Story, the rich girl and the right. It's like the two sides.
And they don't speak English or human, so it's just in meows.
It's all just in meows. West Side Story. Fan art. Meowsy Persian West Side Story.
So yeah, she says Persian took her in and took care of her when she needed it and wouldn't be right to leave him. She tells Meowth she's still a walking, talking freak and she would never want him.
Yeah, and this is where my feelings towards Meowsy slip again. I was willing to give her a bit of a benefit of the doubt, but she's just mean.
She's just mean.
Like, she could have just
She's
been
learned
like,
nothing.
I'm not interested, Meowth. Like, this is my life. but she was like, still like, oh, and you're still a freak.
She learned nothing from going from, rich and spoiled to on the street. And, that's usually supposed to be, the humanizing moment for someone. But no, she learned.
Yeah,
she
but maybe
learned
she wasn't
nothing.
always rich and spoiled. We don't know, like, where she came from. Maybe she was rescued by the old lady and, like, felt obligated to her and then was abandoned again. And she just has, like, all this trauma. And so she doesn't know how to process her emotions or be in a healthy,
So she tries to deal
relationship.
with it by learning how to dance and falls in love with the dance instructor, Persian, who hasn't been dancing because the Persian's old partner had an abortion. Is that what happens in Dirty Dancing? It's something serious.
Yeah, she has a septic abortion because it was illegal at the time. So she had an illegal abortion and suffered like huge complications from it.
Dirty Dancing, what a movie.
I had no idea where that one was going. I knew you were making some reference again.
Yeah, but I fucked it up. That's okay.
I was like, which Disney movie is this one? I don't know. But I don't think any Disney movies covered that.
Patrick Stewart. Patrick Swayze is a Disney prince in our hearts. Imagine Patrick Stewart in Dirty Dancing. Earl Grey, hot, baby.
Yeah, so Meowsy rejects him again. I think Meowth's better off without her. I think we can all agree about that. And we cut to the theater where the film Pokemon in Love is ending. We don't get to see any of it. The gang and Delia are the only people in the crowd, which was very sad.
Yeah, this was sad.
The film was okay, but they're upset that none of them were in it. Where were all the human people? And Spielbank said, this was a Pokemon movie. It's all about the Pokemon. I left all of you on the cutting room floor. And then they asked him, like, well, why would you invite us to come then? And he was like, I couldn't get actual celebrities, so I invited the little people.
It's like I called Brad Pitt's people. No, they weren't interested. I called
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah's people. No, they can't make it. The Color Purple comes out on the same day. They called
the real Barbenheimer
Ben
in the 90s.
Affleck. yeah, the real Barbenheimer. Called Ben Affleck. No, too busy writing Good Will Hunting. And there you go.
So then Team Rocket comes in. They're as the real stars, and they literally kick Spielbank off the stage. They start doing their motto: prepare for trouble, make a double, blah blah blah. And then James goes, prepare to fight, but you'll have to talk to my agent.
And then Meowth goes, that's showbiz. And they're in like magician costumes. I don't know.
And they don't even want anything this time. They just dance off stage. They want to preserve musical theater. And that's all they do, which that was great.
That's literally their scheme this
Incredible.
Episode. Preserve local musical theater.
Support local.
Support local. And they kick Cleavon Spielbank out because he's the big money.
See? They're the heroes.
They're the heroes. We love Team Rocket.
We love them.
Yeah.
They have the best character, the best Pokemon.
This is all more Meowth fan clubbing, right?
Yeah.
Meowth gazes up at the night sky, still heartbroken over Meowsy, and that's the episode. Give it up, Meowth. You're better off without her.
Woohoo!
But I think if he had to truly, at the end of the day, choose between Team Rocket and Meowsy, he would have chosen Team Rocket.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think that's where we get the moment of, like, you didn't love me when I was me. You only loved me for what I can do. And that's not love, Meowsy.
I think he also didn't know what love was. Like, let's look at this from the other point of view. We're saying that, like, oh, she didn't love him for the right reasons. He didn't love her for the right reasons either.
True.
He didn't know anything about her.
Yeah.
He saw a girl across the street and went ballistic.
Yeah. It was the idea of Meowsy and not Meowsy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Team Rocket, he actually has a lived experience with a shared experience with. Yeah.
He felt entitled to her love. She never was.
All right, give me a book, Graham. That I've never
read. So this takes
read.
us to a literary hour where we talk about some literary comparisons. I guess the theme in this, there's a lot of themes in this episode, and we've gone into them. So I'm going to pick a more superficial theme. And this is the kind of orphaned, left on the street person. Yeah, kind of sad origins, and then kind of how they will look through a story. So there is a whole trope around that. And, I immediately think of Aladdin, the Disney movie with the like street rat theme and him pining for Jasmine. So I think there's a bit of a parallel there. with Meowth's origins. For more of a book, I'm thinking a side character, Garrosh from Les Mis, who is one of the young boys who's on the street, who, spoilers, is shot. Can I spoil an 150-year-old book?
Yeah, because he hasn't read it.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the televised versions?
I've seen the movie. I saw I saw the actual musical too.
Oh, see.
I'm not a big fan of Les Mis though.
What?
I don't care for it.
It is the best musical.
Nah.
It's so epic. It's so gothic.
Have you ever seen Graham sing that song? That like red black song? He gets so into it.
Yeah, I don't remember it now. But.
The actual musical numbers are fantastic. I'll give it that. But I don't like the whole, what is it, like rock opera of it all, of singing every line.
You don't like how every line is sang.
I hate it.
And see, I'm the opposite. I either sing no lines or sing all the lines. Big pet peeve for me is when like characters are talking and they're like, "What are you gonna do about it, you son of a bitch? You still owe me the money." And then the other character will be like, "That reminds me of a song." I'm like, what the fuck? That makes no sense.
I mean, it has been years and years since I've seen it, but from what I remember, none of the dialogue, like all the dialogue is sung, but none of it rhymes. And
right.
I hate that. Because
because rhyme is cheap.
It's true. I think poetry is more about the last syllables of a line.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but for the bits I've seen of Hamilton does it well.
Oh.
Hamilton's very good, too. If rhyme is the only thing that matters, then as Shauna said, why don't you only keep the last words of the line? Throw it all away. Doesn't matter.
Because, I don't know, it's like, if you're singing it, it needs to have a flow, and if it doesn't rhyme, I feel like it loses flow. So, that's what I think. Anyway, are we going to write this episode?
You're entitled to your opinions.
Yes, so we're going to move on to the four-part of the Plastic Ping Pong Picture of Objective rankings, where we pull categories out and rank the episode based on them. Kellan, I heard you fishing around. You got a category for us?
First category for Go West Young Meowth will be animation.
Oh, it's pretty good. Is there anything stand out in it? Like, there's lots of little frills around it. You know, we talked about the kind of Looney Tunes zooming in on the faces and stuff like that. It was definitely a nice touch. The music stands out more than the animation. What do you guys think?
I
mean, yeah, there's fun bits, I think. The Looney Tunes stuff, there's the spotlight on Team Rocket. They're sitting on the billboard. There's stuff like that.
It has a visual identity.
The very creepy close-ups on the rich woman. Those were something. That's like a 7 for me.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with a 7.
Ooh, 10 is best?
Yeah.
Yep.
6.
Oh, almost had that triple 7.
Ding, ding, ding.
So close. Okay, what is that? 6.666 repeating. Oh, goodness. Number of the beast. Second category will be the furry bait.
Okay, furry bait. Shauna's making a face. Remember what we were talking about Incineroar?
Oh.
I hate to break it to you, Kellan and Shauna, and to myself. This is actually a good furry bait episode.
Really?
Meowth is wearing a trench coat.
Oh, that's true.
It's true. So true.
And
oh
Pokemon,
my goodness.
Pikachu's tuxedo.
Pikachu's tuxedo.
So cute.
Oh. This is disgusting. 9.
I'm saying 5.
It's a good furry bait episode. What are you talking about?
I don't necessarily think that putting clothes on animals is what constitutes furry bait.
It is about an animal becoming anthropomorphic.
Okay.
That's as furry as it gets. I mean, I don't actually know. If there's any furries out there, shout us out in the comments.
We're rating things we don't know anything
much
about.
Context, but I'm going to go a 6 because I just like the number 6.
Well, it's completely objective because it's randomly selected. So, yeah. Got a variety of scores on furry bait.
5 plus 9 plus 6 divided by 3. That's also 6.66.
Wow.
Repeating.
This is a demonic episode.
That is just a plain 6.66 then for Go West Young Meowth.
Meow.
Interesting.
It was a good episode, though.
Yep.
Let's get into 73. Not quite as good as 72, but like I said before, it's got a man with a chest like a Dodge Ram in this one.
Yeah, episode 71, To Master the Onixpected.
73.
You're really into this guy's chest.
73.
It's wide like a JoJo character.
So it's 3 weeks until the league. Ash is behind in his training, of course. They're still in Pallet Town. Ash, Brock, and Pikachu are watching Bruno fight on the television. And Misty turns it off, scolds Ash to go train. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is training. Excuse you, Misty.
Calls them couch potatoes. She's very critical of television in general.
She's old school.
She's old school.
They say Bruno is a master trainer, and they're watching him to learn his tactics, learn his secrets. And if they can do that, they'll become Pokemon masters, just like Bruno. And Ash is like, are we doing that? He thought they were just watching TV.
Misty goes, they must be really secrets then.
But Ash wants Bruno to teach him his ways. And but Brock claims he wouldn't bother. He's got more important things to do for that. But Delia seems to know where to find Bruno. There are rumors
She's got the
circulating
scoop.
that he has a secret hiding spot on Mount Hideaway.
Mm-hmm.
Very on-the-nose name.
I think that Delia, again, more ideas, is there's more to her than she lets on.
She's in the know. She knows everything. So it's only about 7 or 8 miles from where the gang is. They've already traveled a ways to find Mount Hideaway. Ash and Brock are exhausted. Misty's still ready to go. She can still keep going. And they're like, don't you want to rest, though? Right, Misty? Like, you look very tired.
Misty, you're so tired, Misty. You couldn't walk any longer. She's like, I'm okay. She's like, and they're like, no, we insist you're really tired, right, Misty? She's like, oh, fine. I'm really tired,
I guess
guys.
we'll take a break for me. Okay. But, yeah, Ash and Brock are starving also. So they find a place. They're at this building.
A rest house.
Yeah, and some old lady brings about some kebabs. Some muskrat meatballs, as they put
muskrat meatballs. This old lady's hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, she talks like she's Yosemite Sam. Are you the varmint stealing my muskrat meatballs?
But they ask her, do you know anything about like a rumor about a trainer hanging around these parts? And she was like, oh, possibly. But she had some varmint stealing all of her food. But we turn around and her food's gone, and we see Team Rocket has made off like a bandit.
Oh.
Team Rocket in long robes and beards, holding large sacks full of something.
They've recently left a Lord of the Rings cosplay convention, and they all went as Gandalf.
My favorite thing is the gang being like, we see through your stupid disguises.
I knew you were going to call
This time.
This is finally the first time that they actually see Team Rocket right away. Sometimes they'll just be like Clark Kenting it. Like, they'll just have like glasses on, and the gang's like, who the fuck are you? This time they've got like full beards, and they're in like outfits, and they're like, we see you right away, Team Rocket.
We're not idiots. Yes, you are. And so,
these muskrat meatballs have enhanced our detective skills.
So they go into the motto, prepare for trouble, whippersnapper, make it double, young feller. Those are your motto moments. And then, the better motto moment, Meowth literally fast forwards the motto.
Yeah, I love this motto moment. Meowth, he's got no patience for this at this point. Does he take out like a TV remote? Is that what happens?
Yep. He's like, let's fast forward, and hits the button, and they go through the motto faster. To protect the world from
like
devastation.
Speaking really quickly. Like, they sound like chipmunks.
It wasn't really much faster, though. I found.
No,
I thought it was like
pointless.
It's like 1.1x.
It just sounded funny.
Yeah,
it wasn't faster. It was just higher pitched.
But it was a funny premise, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's all about the idea.
So Team Rocket have decided that they've been beaten too many times. We're gonna live as hermits. We're gonna live on the mountain. We're gonna live off the land and this lady's meat kebabs.
Yeah, they're exhausted. So they have found nirvana, right? They found like enlightenment, and they're going to dedicate themselves to a simple life. Oh no, they call it Poke-lightenment.
And so she whacks him with the broom, chasing him out, to get him out of there, to get Team Rocket out of there. They go running off, and she warns the gang about the giant Onix on the mountain. There is a massive, massive Onix. It's overgrown, but gentle as can be, as she says, as we won't see later. So on the mountain...
Gentle as can be indeed. What foreshadowing.
So on the mountain, the gang has come across nothing until Ash spots a road, which is...
road.
Not really a road. They find it's a giant crevice left by something. Something pretty big.
They go down into it. That's no road.
And on the horizon, we see a giant Onix come speeding
massive. Massive. A skyscraper of an Onix.
And they do the cliche TV thing where they don't run like out of the way of the Onix. They just try to run faster than it.
Yeah, they're like, we're stuck on this road.
No, you're taller. You're taller than the walls are.
No, we're stuck, Kellan.
Yeah.
There are no lateral dimensions. It is a single axis.
I mean, it is an animated cartoon series, so.
Oh, it's just the 2D-ness. It sneaks in sometimes.
So they're running away from the Onix until they're about to die when some guy is like, "Hey, over here." And they duck behind a rock. And we learned, oh my god, it's Bruno. We found Bruno.
Holy crap.
And he's gigantic.
Yeah, he's huge. Looks like a Fist of the North Star character.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, neither does Shauna.
No, not at all.
All the weebs in the comments, you know what I'm talking about.
So the gang starts following Bruno, and he turns around. He's like, why are you following me? So they just first started following Bruno for no reason, without asking.
Well, and Ash is very bashful here. Like, Meowth got his tongue.
Ah, ha ha. Hilarious.
Shauna's just laughing because it involved a cat.
Yes.
It's a pity laugh.
That's what it.
Yeah, there's no cats in this episode for
No,
Shauna, huh?
that's why she's bored now. She's like, bring back the cats. What is this giant rock penis all about?
Let's just recap the previous episode again.
Yeah, let's talk again about cats. Like Meow and Meowsy. Remember that?
Good times. Good times.
Oh, the good old days. 20 minutes ago.
Now we have to talk about rocks.
So, yeah, they're following Bruno. He's like, why are you following me? How could you? What are you doing? And Brock begs for his help. Basically calls Ash an idiot. He's like, this moron right here doesn't know how to train Pokemon. He needs your help. He's so stupid. He's so dense. He needs any guidance he can get. And so he like forces Ash on his knees to beg Bruno. He's like, that's not enough. That's not enough. And Brock like pushes his head into the dirt. Beg, peasant, beg.
Now lick it. Lick the dirt.
Lick his feet.
This is disturbing.
Okay, so Bruno agrees. He says, you got to be willing to do everything I tell you.
Everything.
Everything.
And everything means all of Bruno's chores. He's going to have them haul water buckets for him to help with their inner balance and outer equilibrium.
This is very like Mr. Miyagi, right? Like, or like Master
Catch
the
a fly with chopsticks, something like that. I never saw Karate Kid.
It's entirely
washing the car.
self-serving,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
yeah.
I never saw
it's not
Karate Kid.
actually trying to instill these
Oh,
values.
Kellan's never seen Karate Kid.
What?
Mark it. Another movie I haven't seen.
Kellan has seen only a few movies. He's seen This is Spinal Tap. He has seen Detective Pikachu, and he has seen Barbie.
And Mario. We talked about the Mario movie.
And Oppenheimer.
Excuse you. And Pokemon, the first movie.
And Pokemon, the second movie.
And Pokemon,
the third movie. Have you seen Pokemon Forever?
Movies are there?
I have.
Like 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Have
movies.
you seen them all?
No, I've not seen all of them. God, no.
We will get to all of them
We'll
on
get
this
them
podcast.
over the next 20 years.
When we're 60.
Yep.
Ayo.
I mean, if they never stop making the Pokemon anime, it will go forever.
Yes.
So
it will outlive us.
Is
As
this
will
still
we.
going on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not with Ash though. They just
They
retired
famously
Ash.
retired Ash. Like,
Just
Is he
this
like
year.
an
year.
old man now?
No,
Oh, he's still 10.
he's still 10.
That's creepy.
It is.
Is anyone else aged?
No,
They're all the
no
same
one
age.
ages. You
We're
don't
stuck
age in
in time.
Pokemon.
It's like The Simpsons.
So, okay, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, you know, I've seen another movie. I've seen Mr. Bean's Holiday.
The award-winning Academy Award masterpiece, Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Mr.
I-
Bean's a
Did he go for
treasure.
holiday?
I actually like that movie, too.
He's
Yeah, where
a
does he go
treasure.
for holiday? I don't remember.
Do not remember. Somewhere in England or something, I think. Maybe not
It's
England.
domestic holiday.
Somewhere in
It's
Europe.
vacation.
I think it's a domestic holiday. I'm gonna look it up. He goes to Cannes.
Oh, so he goes to France? Right?
I guess
Is that
so.
what that is?
Holiday trip to Cannes, the city on the French Riviera.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But it's a fun movie. I like it. I love Mr. Bean. He's a treasure, and I wish there were more than like 15 episodes of Mr. Bean.
So
'Cause it
let's
doesn't
get
feel like
back to
enough.
the
Anyway,
story where
Pokemon.
Mr. Bean is
Yeah.
training Ash and Brock by
I
getting them
think
to
I would
stick
prefer that
turkeys
episode.
on their head and run around. You would prefer the Mr. Bean
It's like
version.
classic Classic episode. I watch that episode every Christmas morning. That is my Christmas tradition.
Aww.
Wow, nice.
It's Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. Anyway, so
They're
yeah,
so cute,
And
though.
nobody watches to Master the Onixpected on Christmas Day.
what a
Just when they're
tragedy.
training.
So Bruno has Ash and Brock doing his chores. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
filling water buckets. And this
They
will give
spill it on
you
Misty.
strength and balance, but yeah, spills it. Ash falls, blames it on the equal whatchamacallit.
Then he has them split wood for him, Bruno.
This will
which-
improve your grip. Misty
Firm
says
grip.
that's good, because Ash needs to get a grip.
It's a firm grip for which is a firm foundation for your
Ah.
training. And yeah, he splits some wood, and then a piece of wood goes flying and hits Misty in the face again. And then Bruno has them carry stones up a hill, which was something about controlling inner nature,
Control physical nature, and you control your inner
Yeah.
nature.
where Ash loses his balance and starts chasing Misty down the mountain with
Yeah,
the
we get
rocks
like
in
a
hand.
slow-mo chase scene.
So I guess that water
Yeah, poor
bucket one
Misty.
Why
didn't
is she
work.
friends with these guys?
Because Ash
She needs her
stole
bike. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how you make friends.
friends.
You steal
Yeah.
their bikes.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then the next task is to peel bark from twigs. And the lesson of this one is when you go camping, always bring a fork.
Stew tastes better with chopsticks, Bruno says. He just takes the stick, starts eating.
Yeah, all of these things were to make a stew. That's what all these chores were for.
Yeah.
Where did he get like the ingredients for the stew, though?
The land. He's foraged. He's been
We haven't
camping.
seen Pikachu in a while.
Ash and Misty are starting to see through this facade, but Brock is still like totally brainwashed. And he's like, Bruno is a master trainer. If I attack him, he'll defend with lightning speed. And in his fantasy, we see this happen. He takes a giant stick. He goes to whack Bruno on the head, and Bruno, in a split second, whatcha, defends it with a shield. But then we cut to
Whatcha?
reality, and Brock, with the big stick, goes, leaps at Bruno, and smacks him on the
Smacks
head,
him.
knocking him out.
It's a huge goose egg. Very
Brock-
cartoony.
Brock straight up assaults a
Kinda
man in this
gross.
episode.
The little goose egg on his
Mhm.
head like gave me like a visceral like ugh. feeling.
It was all
Did not like
swollen.
it.
Yeah.
It's very cartoony. So he'll finally teach them the secret of training Pokemon now that he's been physically assaulted.
That's the key to getting people to teach you things. Just hit
Punch
them
'em.
on the head.
Yep. The secret is there is no secret. He only came to the mountain to catch the big Pokemon because if it's no secret that you have to capture strong Pokemon to be a strong trainer like him. And this makes the image that Brock has of Bruno shatter into a million
Oh.
pieces.
Million
This
pieces.
guy's a fraud. He doesn't know anything. He
And
just
a
catches
phony.
big
And
Pokemon.
a fake.
But Team Rocket are listening in,
They want to catch this Onix. They'll be as strong as the Elite Four if that's all it takes.
and they have a rocket launcher to catch
Yeah.
this thing. And then there were Onix puns. I didn't write them down. I assumed you did.
Yeah, they say, gotta sneak up. We'll do something unexpected.
That's in the title of the
oh, no,
episode.
no. Yeah, and they say that joke is unacceptable.
So they've got the rocket launcher, and they lay in wait for this thing. And I believe either Jesse or James says, all we have to do is wait for that rocky reptile to show its petrified puss.
Yeah, I like paused the episode there. I was like,
Did that mean
what
something
did-
different
what
in the
did they
90s?
just say? I was like, what does puss mean?
A vagina.
But in the 90s, did that mean something else?
Shauna says it means vagina.
Well, yeah, now, but
As
did
an
it mean,
expert.
but did that mean that in the 90s? Because I feel like if they meant vagina, they wouldn't have put that in the Pokemon episode.
A rocky reptile has a huge vagina that can even get sand slashes stuck in it.
Oh, ow.
Ow. They gotta make a cream for
Yeah,
that.
you don't want sand in those cracks.
Boo.
So, yeah, okay, anyway, past the puss line, which
Yeah.
I'm not
Past
going to
the
research.
puss line.
Which I'm not going to research. It
Don't
emerges.
put that in your Google search. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll put me on the list. It emerges. Onix emerges. Giant Onix is here. We cut back to Brock and the gang, and him and Ash are very dejected about everything. They're heading
Oh,
home,
they're so sad.
but then they hear an explosion. Kaboom! And we go back to Team Rocket. They're shooting at the Onix with this rocket launcher, and it gives chase. To which Team Rocket run into a small cave, and this is a bunch of some of the kick-ass music comes on. It's very good. Not that one. Not that one. It's a different one.
Oh,
I think it's just I think it's a normal battle theme. I have to do a little more research into that one, but it's a
yeah.
good.
The Onix is so
very good one.
mad, and they're stuck in this little cave now. The Onix is
Well,
smashing
you would
it.
be mad too.
The gang sees them, though. This is interesting. they see this happen, and they're going to help Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're good people.
Yeah. I mean, Graham, you're the one in the Porygon episode where they were like, you have a moral obligation to help Team Rocket. And now you're acting like you're surprised.
No, we're seeing growth.
Which is it?
We're seeing growth. Remember, Pikachu does abandon them at the bottom of the ocean, murdering them.
No, he didn't abandon them. He was just upset that they were alive.
Yeah, he was upset they were alive, exactly.
Aww.
Pikachu is stone cold.
I love it.
But he looks so cute.
And he's on a list.
How could that hide that dark
Interpol's
interior?
top 20. Pikachu.
Brock sends out his own Onix, and Misty and Ash use their Staryu with Squirtle. They send them out. It's all three of them versus the big Onix. Brock has Onix use Tackle, and I love this because Onix goes for the Tackle, and he just bounces right off of the second Onix.
Oh,
the big
it's
Onix.
half his size. Yeah.
I loved it.
What a tiny little Onix.
Thunk, ba-dink. And Team Rocket's panicking throughout all of this. And so Staryu goes for the water gun. Onix kind of blocks it and doesn't do anything. And so Squirtle jumps in as well. Double water gun right into the eyes.
That'll get him.
That'll get him.
Whenever you're attacked by a giant rock snake, just get the water. Get the hose. I mean, sprinklers did them in back in Pewter.
That's true. Which gives Team Rocket an opportunity to run. Meowth's like, we gotta run! And we cut out, we punch out. And Jesse and James aren't there. They've already gone. They've abandoned Meowth completely.
Oh, they're already running.
Who we thought
Flashback.
were supposed to be his family. Where he found love.
Did you forget last episode already?
What happened, Team Rocket? What happened to Go West, Young Meow? How could you? So he runs as well. He catches up. He catches up,
and
no problem.
Onix winds up, smacks him with the tail.
Flings him away. And is also smacks all of the gang's Pokemon. And they're down and out.
And they go, this is the end of our tale.
Wah, bing. They go blasting off again. And then he's going after the gang, who he headbutts the cliff. And Ash falls down, and it's not looking good for Ash. He's going to get crushed by this giant Onix. And then Pikachu jumps in front and goes to thunder it.
He's going to save him.
He thunders the Onix. It does nothing because, as Ash says, electric attacks don't work against rock Pokemon. Shut the fuck up, Ash. Yes, they do. It's
Ash
ground Pokemon.
finally learned how to play the game.
That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, they don't work against ground Pokemon. But they work against rock
They're
Pokemon.
fine against rock
So
Pokemon.
he doesn't know.
Oh, I don't know how to play the game either.
It's just Onix is both rock and ground.
Shocking. Like a thunder attack.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going for.
Cool.
So wait. He's both ground and rock. You can be more than one type of Pokemon?
Yeah, you can be up to 2.
Huh. All right.
Did I just
Cool.
blow your
You
mind
continue.
there?
Yeah, you did.
There's lots of dual types.
Like what else?
I don't know. Name a Pokemon.
Pikachu.
No, not Pikachu.
Yeah.
Except if Pikachu has balloons strapped to him, then he's flying electric.
That's only in the card game, though, I believe. I don't believe there's an official flying electric Pikachu, unfortunately. There's Pikachu that can fly, but not a flying electric type Pikachu. But anyway.
So Onix is about to kill them.
Yep. They cower in fear.
Kellan?
They cower in fear.
Oh my god, what are we going to do?
Suddenly, Bruno saves the day. Chekhov's Bruno is back. He stops the Onix. He'll handle everything. And
Recall your Pokemon. I'll handle this with my giant... What's another truck manufacturer? My giant
Chevy.
GM of a chest. My giant Chevrolet chest.
But Bruno does this super cool thing when he saves Ash. He jumps and grabs Ash and then does these 3 massive vertical leaps up the mountain. It's sweet.
Yeah, they're like jumps without fully extending his legs. He's just bouncing. Bow, bow, bow.
It's incredible.
Bruno doesn't skip leg day.
He doesn't skip any day. Every day is leg day for Bruno.
It's just all Bruno day.
Every day is leg day, arm day, chest day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is everything day.
Just curling Onixes.
Yeah.
Just chest pressing Onixes.
I'd buy that.
You buy what? The Bruno workout routine videos?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be sweet. I'd buy that too.
So he's not going to use any Pokemon though. Ash and Brock are very excited. They're like, oh my god, we're going to get to see Bruno fight in action. This is going to be sweet. And Bruno's like, nah, I'm not going to use any Pokemon. I'm going to use myself. I'm going to use my words. I'm going to use my heart. And he talks to the Onix. He's like, why? Why are you acting like this? You're tearing me apart, Onix. And Onix dives. And Onix dives. And then he jumps. And he's like, anyway, how is your sex life, Onix? And then dives, and Bruno jumps again. And then he asks, why are you attacking me, Onix? And he attacks, jumps, attack, jumps, attacks, jumps. And then he gets onto the Onix, onto the head of the Onix. And Onix tries to hit him with his own tail, but Bruno jumps at the last second, and Onix smacks himself in the face with the tail, which calms him down, apparently.
Like a good Zelda boss.
Yeah.
He uses the Onix's attacks against him. Boom.
Mm-hmm. And so
I feel like I didn't need to watch it. I just needed to listen to Kellan explain the episode.
it's a very dramatic retelling, isn't it? Aha,
It's a good.
aha.
That's a thrilling endorsement of the
Mm.
podcast To Kill A Delibird.
This seems to have calmed the Onix down, hitting himself in the face. And so Bruno approaches.
That's how I calm myself down too.
Yeah, just smack myself. Boom.
He asks Onix to know what it feels. And so he sixth senses himself with Onix. I've never seen that movie. I'm just hoping that that's a proper reference.
No.
What
Damn
are
it.
you saying?
Isn't the
No,
sixth sense
yourself.
like a dog whisperer thing or something?
He
What the
sees
fuck are you
dead
talking
people.
about? Have
He
you
sees dead
never
people.
seen
Close
The Sixth
enough.
Sense?
Close
It's about
enough.
ghosts.
Close enough. That works for
Holy
me.
crap. Well, then Bruno at wit's end, when in Rome's him. That saying worked, right?
It's just what came to mind when I was writing my notes, and I stream of consciousness my notes. That's all I do with it.
You gotta
Anyway.
watch more movies, man.
Yeah, it's fine. I've seen Mrs. Doubtfire. That's all you need.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah, we added one to the list.
Anyway, he doesn't sixth sense the Onix. Whatever, fucking fine. He realizes Onix has had a sand slash lodged in between one of its rocks, and he
So
pulls
is
the
Bruno
sand
just
slash
like
out.
a vet for Pokemon?
Yeah,
Like, how did he just diagnose him with his hands?
Well, if
Good
we
physical
go
That's what the
by
Sixth Sense is about.
petrified puss comment earlier, Bruno is a Pokemon gynecologist.
ah, there you go.
I knew I liked Bruno.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
add the context for that or anything?
No.
No? Okay. That works. That's fine. I'm fine with that. So yeah, he's had a sand slash stuck in his rocks the whole time. And pulls it
A
out.
full sand slash.
A full
And
sand
they
slash.
stop and use the Pokedex on it during this, which is
Of
funny.
course, Ash like, what's that? I don't know what that is.
Every moment in life is an educational opportunity.
True.
But then Bruno puts the sand slash down, sand slash runs off. We don't see him again. He was just there for the thing
Well,
that happened.
It's probably a little scared and traumatized.
Probably a little bit, yeah. This has calmed Onix down completely. Bruno asks if Onix wants to go along with it. Onix agrees, and Bruno officially captures the massive ass Onix.
Wow.
And then the gang run in and they ask him about the secret again. Like, what is the secret to training Pokemon? And Bruno's like, there are no secrets. I'll tell you the secret, but only if you don't keep it. And Ash gets very confused about that. He doesn't comprehend what that means. He says humans and
Not a very
Pokemon must
bright
live
boy, is
and
he?
work and share this world together. They must care for each other like you and Pikachu. How
Sounds like
sweet.
Mewtwo. Like enlightened Mewtwo, not murderous Mewtwo.
Another good cat.
Mewtwo
I know.
isn't a cat.
He's cloned from
basically a cat.
he's cloned from a feline-based Pokemon.
Okay, close enough.
It's close enough. I'll allow it.
It's close enough. Like
He's
a
a
hairless
cat
cat. Is a
god.
hairless cat a cat?
Yes.
Ew. They're
They're
freaky.
hairless
They're
cats.
freaky, but they're cats.
What if we shaved our cat?
Oh, that'd be fine. But that's not a hairless cat. That's a cat without hair. Totally different.
There's a distinction.
There's a distinct.
So he looks forward to the day Ash and him will get to battle, and the gang have learned a very special secret as the League moves another day closer, according to the narrator. And then cut to Team Rocket, who are in a circle of Onix about to be murdered by them, and there's like 3 or 4 rock puns. Hit me with them.
Sort of rocky. These Pokemon couldn't be bolder. And then
Nah.
Meowth says, maybe people take them for granted. And the Onyxes are like, just for those jokes, we are going to murder you now.
But they're so good.
But we're Onix and we hate puns. Die!
That's the episode.
Kellan, your Meowth is so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good. That's why you're actually being nominated at the Meowthies this
Oh my
year
god!
for the
I'm so
top
honored.
Meowth impression
Oh my
on an
goodness!
amateur Pokemon Rewatch podcast from the Canadian prairies.
Oh my god! What an honor! That is such a
What an
prestigious
honor.
award.
Such stiff competition.
It's only it's an honor just to be nominated. Honestly.
Yeah, we're up against our competitors. Haven't you heard? To birth a smelly bird. They're our enemies. Our
Fuck
arch
those
enemies.
guys. Fuck
Fuck
those
to
guys.
birth a smelly bird.
God, they're the worst.
They're the blurst.
Anyway.
Blayham and smelling.
Anyway, that's the episode. Book me.
Book, yeah. So Karate Kid. No, so this is the I am just thinking about the eccentric mentor trope. So Bruno is kind of the mentor, but he's like having them do kind of misleading ways. And I think he actually did have a point. He was kind of just
I don't
using
think
them.
so.
No,
I don't think he
did.
had a
I think he
point.
did. And I think his point was that there's no cheating. Like, you just have to live a good, honest life and use your head.
I think you're giving Bruno a lot of...
Yeah, I think his point was, hey, there's these kids like me. I'm going to use them to build my campfire.
No, he's just not a teacher. And he's just saying, all I can do is show you my lifestyle. And so this is a bit of a trope with a bunch of things. It's Yoda. It's the Yoda trope. It's the so in literature
they are on two very opposite ends of the height spectrum.
That's true. This is the Ford F-150 to the
smart car.
The smart car. Yeah. So I'm thinking of like older tropes in literature too around the eccentric mentor. So this would even be back to like Merlin, Sword in the Stone, where the mentor himself is like coming out through like doesn't really seem like the mentor they expect, and his lessons are sort of in tricks and that sort of thing. There's elements of this even through Gandalf and Dumbledore, who are sort of Merlin archetypes.
So Bruno's a wizard.
You're a wizard, Bruno. Yes, Bruno's a wizard. Huh. Yeah.
That's how he was able to communicate with the Onix.
Magic.
Yeah.
No,
Is there a spell? Is there a spell for that?
That was the Sixth Sense. We've been over this. That's how he communicated with Onix.
The Chantru was not a ghost.
I'm actually just dumbfounded by this one. And the problem is, the Sixth Sense is such an interesting movie, and it's very spoilable. So I can't even say anything right
We already spoiled it.
No, you didn't say the big spoiler, did you?
Oh no, we didn't. You're right. We're good. We're
you,
good.
You should actually go watch.
Benefit from watching Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I've seen the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. I'm fine.
See, these movies are so ridiculous.
But they're movies I've seen, so. Anyway, continue, please.
Let's rank this episode.
All right, category number 1 will be horny Brock moments. He didn't really have any.
Oh, that was the last?
That was last episode.
Although there was a lot of opportunity that was missed. It's a giant rock.
He's horny to learn.
It's a giant black rock.
He's horny for lessons.
He's horny for education.
Yeah, there were a lot of missed opportunities, which is surprising we got the petrified puss comment.
So weird.
This episode's about literal phallic monstrosities destroying the countryside. It's about the patriarchy.
I was going to say, isn't it the patriarchy?
The extent of mandom asserting over the world.
So really, this is a 10 in essence then, right?
No, because he did not capitalize on it.
No, I don't think Brock was that horny.
No, he wasn't horny at all. That's a 1.
Yeah, 1.
Me. Yeah, 1. 0.
Triple ones.
No, Shauna said 0.
Oh, goodness. That's a 0.666.
It's a 0.6. Yeah.
Repeating. 666 mark of the beast again.
You can't escape them.
It's all going to be... Please tell me this next one will get us to 6.66 or something along those lines. Team Rocket schemes. So they shoot an Onix with a rocket.
I like
missile.
their bazooka, but their scheme sucks. Well, what's their first scheme in the episode is to steal muskrat meatballs.
Yeah, from the old lady.
From an old lady.
With beards.
And then their second scheme is to try to take down this giant monster who they're totally unprepared to deal with. Their schemes are bad.
No, both on 3.
3 for me.
Yeah, 2.
3.
That's a 2 plus. Oh god, what's that average? When you get decimals, when there's 3 people, it's hard for me to do the averaging.
It's 2.6 repeating, Kellan.
Oh my god, you're right.
You can't escape it.
Hold up.
You can't escape it.
Math is hard.
Math is really hard.
Yeah, 2.6.
I'm with you, Kellan.
2.66 repeating plus 0.666 and divided by 2. That is a 1.66 repeating to Master the Onixpected. One of our
lower rated
episodes
of all time.
I'm excited when we get to the end of the season. I'm gonna order the episodes by their score to see the official 4-por ranking.
Yeah, we are recording these, so I am going to try to give us some analytics on this at some point, even if I can see who gave what scores. If we have different biases, that could be fun. Now, this episode scored so poorly because we don't have a category in the 4-por called wide oily chests.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little too specific.
Comes from the lack of...
Yeah, this is the only episode we'll ever apply to. Broad category.
What if we added a category every single episode that was just the auto 10, but it's just something off. It's just specifically.
Oh, you could randomly pull a 10.
Yeah, it's the ball of the category is whatever. We'll give this episode a 10.
Oh, I love that. That's
That's so
actually
funny.
a great idea.
We're
'Cause
doing
then
that.
We
That's
on
hilarious.
the spot have to think of the cat. It's like Jeopardy. You got to think of the question.
What
is oily chests for 1,000, Alex?
That might be the best category we've come up with. Yeah.
What is pecs for days, Alex?
That's actually
I think
brilliant.
you should then put those categories into it and see if any other episode can be
Pay it
scored
forward.
against,
It's the
yeah.
pay
Oh my
it forward
God.
ball.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to.
It's the ball that keeps on giving.
I do really love the idea of the pay it forward ball, where that category goes back into the forward port again. I think we have to add the stipulation: if it's ever pulled and gives a 0, it is automatically banned forever.
Sure.
I like it.
Hopefully,
Okay. We're just making this more
oily
complicated.
chests.
It's that oily chests can live another day and then die a good death.
Anyway, that's it for this week.
That is this episode.
That is it.
That was
Oh,
quite the episode.
something.
Shauna, thank you for joining. Hopefully the cat
Thank you
talk
for the
lived up
cats.
for it. Did you have fun?
I like the cat.
She liked the cat. She did not say she had fun.
I have fun. with
She's
the cat.
miserable.
It was okay. It's fun.
It was okay. It's like a 5 out of 10 IGN.
She only needed to talk about the cat episode.
Too much water.
Too
IGN.
many not cats.
Too many not cats.
Too many not cats.
You want to know what we're doing
This
next
is
week?
like 50% okay.
I do. What is next week, Kellan?
Next week is 2 more episodes. We got episode 74. This is a fun title. The Ancient Puzzle of Pokemopolis.
Whoa,
That's
fun.
sweet.
And episode 75, Bad to the Bone.
And
then-
bad.
And then the week after that, we start the league.
Oh my God, we're up to the league.
We're getting to the end. We're getting very close to the end of the Indigo
Can't
League.
believe we're so far.
It's so, we've been doing this.
Indigo, I hardly knew her. This has been wild.
We've been doing this like almost 10 months. It actually kind of feels
Yeah.
like longer, but
Yeah.
it's fun. We're having
It's
a good
been
time.
a journey, and we're still on it.
And we will be
To
forever.
Viridian City.
Forever and ever and ever and
All right.
ever.
Hope everyone had a blast listening to this. If you could give us a review on your platform of choice, that would be much appreciated. On YouTube, we're on the Hydra Leech channel. Give us shout outs in the comments, like, subscribe, follow, all of that nonsense. You can also
Dopamine,
reach
please.
us at the Gmail To Kill A Delibird at gmail.com. Intro and outro music is 80 Synthwave by Alexi Action. I've been Kellan. Nope. I've been Graham. Kellan's been Kellan. This week we had the special guest Shauna. I'm going to say goodbye.
Farewell.
Have Eater say adieu. And you.
So
Meow,
long.
that's right.